Today we're going to take a key aspect from one of Dave McClure's AARR model, which is the acquisition, activation, retention, referral, and revenue. Today we're going to look at the acquisition part of that model and then discuss how we might be able to apply it to our own businesses. So welcome to the Lean Startup Methodology by me, Bumi Tokon. And like I said, the criteria for choosing the best acquisition sources is what we're going to be dealing with in this particular series of lectures. So the outline for the lectures will go something like this. We're going to talk about acquisition sources, types of traffic, criteria for choosing, and then we're going to draw some conclusions that will be helpful for us to move forward with. All right. Let's first look at some of the sources of acquisition. When we talk about acquisition, we're talking about how your customers actually find you. How do your customers find you? How does your ideal client or ideal user locate you around the world? How do they get to come in contact with you? So one might use a variety of sources, but chiefly we're talking about social media, meaning all social media networks, from Facebook down to Instagram to Pinterest to whatever, Twitter. Then you might follow Facebook marketing as a medium to acquire clients. Then there's article marketing, which is there are loads, there's probably hundreds of article sites where you can actually write your own articles and put them for free on this site, and then have a link at the bottom so somebody who reads your articles can then locate your website or find you somehow or find your product from there. Then there's the YouTube marketing, either because you do run the YouTube ads or you actually promote content on YouTube. Then there's email marketing if you have a list or you use somebody else's list. There's PR, which is public relations, but that PR is quite interesting because you can send off a press release and through that you might get some PR about you, which is not adverts. It's somebody reporting about your business like as though it's a third party, and you generally do not pay for that, but you might pay a PR company to get your content onto these sources. Another one is affiliate marketing, which is where somebody else who has a list online helps you to market your product. Then we might look at leafleting. That's worked very well for some people and it still works today. Direct mail is another one that still works. Then solo ads. Solo ads is where somebody actually does a mail out for you for the major purpose of selling your product directly to their mailing list or for you to build your list at a particular cost. So solo ads works like when somebody mails out for you, they will charge you per click or whatever other performance that you've decided with the seller of the ads. Of course, there's Google AdWords, and then blog posts where you write posts like articles and put it on maybe industry blogs or blogs that has lots of traffic. That's the means of you piggybacking on somebody else's success. Then there's TV and radio. And of course, if you run competitions, that can be a source of acquisition. That could be an acquisition source for you to actually get users or build your list from there. All right. I want to now look at the types of traffic. As I was kind of putting these notes together, it then occurred to me that when you're looking at getting traffic, you've got to be thinking about what you want the traffic for. And I know that sounds a bit strange. What type of traffic are you looking for? What's the end result of you actually going ahead to pursue a particular traffic source? And there are several reasons why you could want traffic. Number one, you could want traffic for social proof. Now, this is an interesting one because I'm going to give you a couple of examples. If you have social proof, means people have signed up to your product or to your page and it gives the impression that a lot of people like it. I mean, that could be true, but that could be false too. But we just hope in your case, and mine, it's true. What do I mean by that? If somebody comes to your Facebook page and discovers you've only got 10 likes, they're likely to automatically think that your page is rubbish, or it's not that great, or doesn't have good content, or you cannot possibly be a leading personality in that industry simply because you have so few likes. And somebody comes on your page and they find that you've got 10,000 likes. They might think, oh, okay, this person knows what they're doing, and they're more likely to sign up. And I know it's a bit weird, but that's really how the internet works sometimes. And you're going to be aware of that. So you might just want traffic because you want social proof. For example, on Udemy in particular, most lecturers, most instructors know this, that if your course only has 2 people on it, and another course which is even better or worse than yours, I mean, another course could be worse than yours and has 10,000 students on it. Well, when somebody comes on and looks at those 2 courses, they're likely to imagine in their head that the one that has 10,000 students is better than the one that has 2 students. So you're more likely to sell more of your courses simply because you have the numbers. So that's the social proof that we're talking about. It means that people have signed up for it, and it gives an impression that your page or your course or your product is very, very good. Right. Now, you might just want traffic for that reason if you're just starting out, or you're at a place where you need social proof to get to the next level. So the traffic source that you might consider using could be very, very different. Another thing is if you want early adopters. Early adopters are those people that probably have the highest type of pain that you're able to solve, or they have the biggest problem that your product solves, and they will try anything because they want to relieve the pain that they're going through, or they want to get rid of a particular problem that they have. So you might be going after a traffic source simply because you want to attract early adopters. So that could be one reason to determine the type of traffic you do go for. The third type of traffic or the end result of a type of traffic that you may want is to build a mailing list. So if you want to build a mailing list, you might go for a particular type of traffic source. You might use a particular type of traffic source, one of those we described earlier. Or finally, if you want buyers, there are certain traffic sources that are more likely to attract buyers than others. Let me give you an example. I was in a meeting the other day and somebody was discussing, it's very experienced in using Google AdWords. I'm experienced in using Facebook marketing or Facebook ads, not Google AdWords. But this particular person has used Facebook ads and Google AdWords. And he said that from what he knows and from his experience, he says that the people, the traffic source from Google ads tends to be those who are ready to buy, as opposed to Facebook ads who want to develop a relationship. And I thought that was really interesting, and it's true. If you think about it, from my point of view, I thought, wow, that's really true. But he said that Google ads cost more than Facebook ads, and that makes sense, because if somebody is so close to bringing out their wallet, or so close to bringing out their card to purchase, and you want to sell a product, you're at a point where you're selling a product, so you're more likely to use Google AdWords if you want buyers than to use Facebook. I'm not saying that Facebook ads cannot attract buyers. That's not what I'm talking about. I just mean that generally speaking, it's a kind of platform that people want to develop a relationship first before they purchase from you. So you might, if you're thinking about the type of traffic you want will determine the source that you use to actually acquire that traffic. So when I come back, I'm going to talk to you in part 2 about the criteria for choosing a particular source of traffic that you may be thinking about using. Okay, I'll see you in the next lecture.